Want to take the next step with Entivio? Then it's time to talk to your healthcare provider. With Entivio, you may...
Hey, what's going on? Trying to get this thing situated. What's going on, fellas? Mr. Bedrosian, you know that one right away, didn't you? It's one of my favorite movie scores. I love movie scores, and this is one of the earliest ones that I just fell in love with instantly. Yeah, one of your favorites too? Yeah, it's so good. It's Basil Poledouris, right? Yeah. Basil Poledouris. It's funny, I had a guy on my in my comment section on my video today asked me what was the point of my YouTube channel because it seems like all I do is hate on things. I'm like, you haven't been watching enough, dude, because I love all kinds of stuff. I vary it up a little bit. And I was like, tune in tomorrow. It's one of my favorite comic books of all time. Preview. Tomorrow's book, this one right there. Yeah, like I was saying, Danny, I knew it existed, or at least I assumed it did, and then until I got it in my hands. Oh, I'm glad you've been enjoying the He-Man books, man. That means a lot to me. I always like to hear. I always like to hear that. But yeah, this book, I forgot how much I loved it. And tomorrow's video is just nothing but just praise upon praise upon praise. You know what, Danny? I was kind of mad at myself. That drawing of the character of yours for your book, I packaged up and sent it away before I even got a chance to like take a scan of it. I meant to post it up, but then I'm like, I never scanned it. I was in such a hurry to like get it drawn and get the stuff in the mail. It's what I get for rushing. Oh, that'd be cool if yeah, that would be awesome if that was a possibility. ever since I reviewed that book of yours, I wanted to draw that character, and I was like, well, if I'm going to mail him something, this is the right time. This is the time to do it. And such an interesting character design. It was very different to try, but I had a lot of fun with it. Oh, my commercial. Shush.
Without the ones like you working tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. No matter your industry, Granger's here for you with professional grade supplies. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
You've got something to mail to me? Uh-oh. Yeah, Danny, if you get a chance to check out my video tomorrow, I submit that it's maybe the best thing Ron Lim has ever done. It's so spectacular, and it's the most perfect use of a, I could determine, but the best use of a foil cover to have that silver foil on the Silver Surfer, like look at him glinting so perfectly, and it's just such a great book. I just gush over the colors and the way that Ron Lim draws both Thanos and the Surfer. Yeah, I go on for like 40 minutes or so for the one book. And it's like the prelude right before the Infinity Gauntlet. And this is my first Silver Surfer comic ever. I was aware of the character, but I didn't know much about him, and this was just an awesome introduction. Great coloring. Anyway, I'm always excited to get it out and look at it. Yeah. Such a great book. You have a soft spot for Fantastic Four 336. Ron Lim did a fill-in issue between Buckler's last run and Simonson's. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Ron Lim did a Captain America run. That's right. Yeah, I do remember that. I feel like, for me, I say it in the video. It's just all a preview for the video tomorrow. But, like, Ron Lim, for me, is the definitive Silver Surfer artist. I just thought that he just did him so perfect. And what is Ron Lim doing these days anyway? Like, as I think about it, I don't know that I've seen any books from him that I'm aware of since the 90s. Maybe he went and, like, found better paying work in, you know, some other art form. You described Ron Lim to Ed as, in our conversation on Kayfabe, that he's sort of Marvel House style version of Jim Lee. I can see that. Yeah. That's an interesting way to frame it, but I can totally see that. Yeah. I gotta do some Googling and see like what he's doing or where is he at. Be interesting to see what his artwork looks like these days. Ah, this track is like my favorite of the whole thing. In the movie in Hunt for Red October, when the bad guy Russian sub has to change course, go to 110% on the reactor, but this cue coming up right here with the vocal start, it's one of my favorite musical bits ever. Ah, that's so good. Unlike, say, our T-Bear who's aping Jim Lee too closely, Lim had a thing of his own. Yeah, you know, how interesting could it have been if Ron Lim wanted to come with the Image guys? I don't know, did he ever do any creator-owned work? Maybe he's not interested in that. Maybe he just wants to draw. Be as it's been said, a jobber. A guy that just like wants the job, but maybe not necessarily interested in creator-owned stuff. Yeah. I was saying in my video, I'm gonna frustrate a lot of people that yeah, house style Jim Lee, yeah, definitely. I was saying in my video tomorrow where I was reading his work on Infinity Gauntlet, and as a kid at the time, I didn't notice the changeover from George Perez to Ron Lim. I wasn't paying attention to artists at that point, and I was like, it's all the same guy. And then it wasn't until a while later I noticed that, oh, they switched artists mid-run.
Did the kids forget their keys?
Cowboy Brown, you wonder why the Image guys didn't bring Alan Davis? I feel like Alan Davis, isn't he kind of part of the older guard? I don't feel like his style was what the Image guys were about. But I don't know anything about Alan Davis except I can tell that he's incredibly talented, and I can't get into his work. But I like Brian Hitch a lot, and I know there's a lot of similarities there, so. Why do you think Ron Lim's a private guy? Never seen an interview with him or even a picture? I've seen pictures of Ron Lim, and I think I remember seeing an interview once, probably in Wizard. I don't know what else it would be, but it's just that one time. So yeah, I would agree. He seems like maybe he's a really private guy. Which I get. I should mention, on YouTube is available to watch is that Mike Mignola documentary that, God, I forget what it's called. Monsters and, yeah, Drawing Monsters. That Mignola documentary is on YouTube to watch for free. I'm about halfway through it. Oh, you did the same? Yeah, you wouldn't notice until somebody had a really stylistic thing, like Simonson. Yeah, you'd notice the Simonson coming along. Yeah, in Wizard. Yeah, yeah, I seem to remember. I've seen Ron Lim. I've seen a picture of him. I think he was also listed. He cracked the top 10 according to Wizard. You know, who's Wizard to say? But the top 10 artists, Ron Lim was up there several times. Yeah, really good artist. Yeah, the L Boys. I remember that. Um, didn't Liefeld mention that? He's like, the L Boys. Lee, Liefeld, Larson, Lim. They got the L Boys. He wasn't wrong. Yeah, Larson, Lee, Lim, Liefeld. So it does kind of add up. Like, why didn't Ron Lim kind of come? I just wonder if he just didn't know the group of them. Like, it seems like all the Image guys, one person at least knew another guy. You know, Liefeld and Valentino were tied. I think at the time Liefeld and McFarlane were tied. Jim Lee knows Silvestri and all that, on and on, but maybe just didn't know him. But you think during the second wave of books, like the Sam Keith Max and the Dale Keown Pitt stuff, they could have, you know, thrown a Ron Lim, and maybe they did. I wonder if they did, and he just wasn't interested. God, now I'm going down this rabbit hole in my head of what could have or maybe did happen. Adam Brooks, thank you, man. Thank you so much. The L Boys. Lim did the safe move. That's understandable. Because you know he was consistent. He's probably well liked and had consistent work, and it's just like, I'm not gonna run that weird risk. But still, down the road, you'd think maybe he could have had the opportunity. I don't know. You know what? I think I'm going to be going on a Google search when I'm done here before I go to sleep tonight. I'm going to look him up. Mike McMahon, what's up, man? Yeah, Dan, you think he was trying to go with the shirt thing, so to speak? And again, that makes sense. I was even watching some of that that documentary on the Image guys and listening to Valentino talk how he was offered the opportunity to come and he had to go home and tell his wife. He's like, I either made the dumbest decision of my life or the best decision of my life. I guess we'll see. Nova, thank you. Sorry, Nova. I know you've been in here for a half a second. Thank you. I appreciate it. Do you think, or do you know, Danny, that Romita Jr. was given any kind of opportunity or option? Did he do something for Image eventually? That series called Gray? Am I remembering that correctly for Image? It was a couple years into it. Oh yeah, Ron Lim drew some Stormwatch. I remember that. X-Men 2099, right, I do remember that. Yeah, I know he did some stuff in the 90s. Where's he been for the last 2 decades? Because again, I'm going to show it again. This book that he did is so dang good. I love him forever, even if everything he did after this is bad. And that's not the case, but this was such a fantastic book. Yeah, you can understand Valentino being cautious, but he fired the metaphorically, shot the Guardians of the Galaxy up to the, relatively speaking, top of the sales charts. I remember enjoying that Guardians of the Galaxy run quite a bit. I think it's a fascinating idea to see, like the Marvel future. What was it? How many centuries into the future was it set? It was an interesting idea. But yeah, I feel like Romita did something for Image. It was a series called Gray, and it wasn't particularly memorable. I've got it somewhere. As long as the world keeps spinning, I'll eventually get to it, and it'll be on the channel. The Surfer, this is, if that's what you're talking about, this is issue 50, and it is June of 91. So, yeah. Galactus. Nova, the most important thing is that you design comics like me. And one of the characters says goodbye to him, Nova. Yeah, the Guardians books. Yeah, they were fun. I don't know what made me start picking them up. It was a couple issues into it. I think I started picking them up once the leader guy. What was the name of the leader guy? He used to be in that like adamantium suit that kept him contained. And I think I started picking it up once he got it, like he was able to get out of it, and it got reformatted so you could see his skin, and he had like a trench coat or something like that. That's when I started reading it. And then there was that animal character that could flick his fingernails, like flick his claws out. Definitely an interesting run. He did, Jarl. That's literally, yeah. It's all gotta come to, I gotta wrap up the story. He's not gonna go through all of that and not get his parts back. I've had some people ask me, like, who don't know what I'm doing, like, what's your next comic book about? I'm like, well, it's kind of hard to explain. That's the same year as Uncanny X-Men 277 with them fighting in the suits. I know that one. In fact, I've got it sitting right here next to me. I've got a whole pile of X-Men books that I'm going to start eventually burning through. Just kind of waiting for the right time. Oh, God. Get my hands on them. Hard to explain, right? Yeah, these Jim Lee books, so great. Discouraged Comics. You just uploaded the 8th chapter. Is that in the Discord? Oh shit! What the fuck? Where did I get this from? So the TVA is actually an established. That's not something made up for the Marvel or the movies. I didn't know that. I'm not a huge fan of the TVA shit in the movies. It doesn't interest me. I didn't know it was. I didn't know that was something from the books. Discouraged Comics. I can't post a link right here to it, but I can do it on my YouTube channel after I get off the live here in a little bit. You're welcome to join. It's a bunch of good people sharing art and talking all kinds of fun stuff. It's a good time. Yeah, Denny, you are not kidding. Yeah, Discouraged Comics. My Discord is all about sharing art everywhere. I guess it's kind of funny because I get everyone asking me, is it okay to post? And I'm kind of like, why would it not be? But I guess other Discord channels are so central focused on one person. I want everyone to share their work, show it to people, make connections, make friends, get someone to buy a copy. So yeah, absolutely. It's totally okay to post anything. But yeah, Danny, Lim on Surfer, Jim Lee on X-Men, Simonson on Fantastic Four, Silvestri on Wolverine, John Romita Jr. on Iron Man. What a magical time. Imagine there's just so many comics out there that you're just like, there's so many, I can't wait to... I would come home with a stack of comics, like 7, 8, 9 books, and I couldn't wait to read them all, and they were all so exciting. What a time. It's a Walt Simon Fantastic Four trope. Okay.
It's like getting Batman, and you need Batman. Stop.
Yeah, I just no idea. I mean, it makes sense. They'd bring it in somehow. I hope Simonson gets some kickbacks from that money. He needs some of that Loki TV show or Deadpool Wolverine money. Hey, you know what discouraged comics? If you're still there, I forgot. I can post a link right now. I got 2 phones working here. I'm so stupid. I could throw up a link for you. Discord. I always forget. Invite. Copy link. Link copied. Over to YouTube. Make a post. Okay, there, yeah. Discord link posted. Let's bust out the light box. Thanks, Danny. You know, getting so close to the end of this particular project in terms of the penciled pages, including this page. There's probably 4 or 5 to go, and I'll be done doing the pencils on this. And I kind of lost count of how many pages, but it's almost a 40-page book. Oh yeah, I always flip the artwork over and look at it through my, my light, just to see just how out of distortion, It's so easy to distort your stuff. It's weird how you can't see it one way and then you flip it around and you're like, oh, yeah, I really goofed that up. Yeah, Danny Rader's another amazing soundtrack. I was watching on Netflix. It was a John Williams kind of, I don't know, like the history of him, like what he did and how he got started, and it was really fascinating. And man, it just made me want to watch all the movies that he did the music for. Yeah, Kevin, it's a weird thing where your brain just doesn't catch those goof ups until you flip it over and you're like, oh, the whole thing is distorted and weird looking, and I gotta like fix everything. You had a friend at Disney, he was helping you do the classic flour sack animation. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Precise drawers. Those old school Disney artists were just... Kevin. He's German born. You always joke. I know you guys never do cleanup. Do I still collaborate with my brother? I guess it depends on what you mean by do I collaborate. Like, in what way?
Four rolls in one. This is a meal. Milky, cheesy. Lunch just got croissant pack.
Well, my brother and I haven't made comics together in a long time. We worked together on the He-Man thing, but those were only the first 3 volumes, and I've been doing books. I was doing books 4, 5, and 6 for the last 3 years. So yeah, we haven't like collaborated on a book together, and we probably never will because he's doing his own thing and being quite busy with that, and I'm doing my own thing. So, but we like, we'll do pinups or whatever for each other. Like that's the thing I was working on recently. A pinup for my brother's book, that big double-page spread I've been working on for the last couple days. Sun, that's paper on it? Sorry, I don't know if I understand what you're referring to. I'm doing Lightbox. I've got a rough paper underneath with the rough drawing that you can kind of see. I'm doing the tight kind of finished pencils on a fresh board. I kind of learned to do it this way to create clean pencils so my inker who's working with me on this book can have the cleanest possible pencils, and I've learned to really actually enjoy the process. I should share with you guys. I have another one of my homies did a pinup for me for the book, and everyone's just going nuts drawing the dick in a jar. And so Ginger Bear, he did this one for me. He really liked the character Kill Snap, who was in the beginning, who's just kind of a Wolverine ripoff. But he's got him there. He's like holding a guy's heart and intestines. It's super badass. And then he's like, well, the other 2 guys who did the pinups put the dick in the jar. So he's like, I got to do it too. So, there it is. It's, oh God, it's so hard to even explain this dang thing to people. But he really killed it on this one. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a guy's intestines and a heart. So that's the one pinup, and then the other one, the other 2. Sure, I saved it. This one from Daniel Gonzalez, who just did this amazing job, kind of this cartoony style. And of course, he's got the severed part in a jar. Oh man, it's so great. And where is... I thought for sure I saved it. Oh yeah, there it is. Then Mike McMahon, ever the badass, he did this one. And he's got the part in a jar. It's very, it's kind of grotesque. It's so great. Oh my God. Yeah. Such a weird project I'm working on. I don't know how people got this wild idea. I'm like, I'm going to finish that book that Mr. Liefeld never did. He didn't see it through to the end. I need to know what happened. So I'm going to finish the Dick in a Jar story. And here we are. And then I question my life choices. Oh, I still haven't even landed on a title for the book. So many weird possibilities. But my intention is to make it actually look like an actual comic, sort of, like from that era. Like I'm going to have a bunch of fake ads for comics that are never going to exist, just to look like, you know, when you pick up a Liefeld book, there's an ad, you know, this is Youngblood, but coming out is Bloodpool or Prophet or something like that. Or from Wildstorm, you know, got Grifter or Backlash. So I'm going to have a bunch of fake ads. I'm going to manufacture a letters page. And I was joking that I was going to have a letter in there where my own mom writes into me and tell me how she's disappointed in me for creating such filth. Just to make it feel like a issue of a book. And then we'll try a crowdfunder and just see what happens. Cloudy with a chance of D-balls. I just want to create something that's kind of fun. It's lighthearted, but I also want it to be, in theory, awesome. You know, I want people to look at it and go, "Oh, that was badass. That was cool." You know, doing the best that I can do, but also have it, you know, well, I'll have a good chuckle at it. He meant good plan. Thanks, son. I really appreciate that. Kevin, dear comic producers, I'm a freak of the Pope, and I condemn and excommunicate this comic, and the sales just exponentially take off. I would be fine with that. Look, I don't want to sound like a cheap motherfucker. I do this because I love it. But it'd be nice to make some money. I got to work on the hustle. I had a wise man give me that advice very recently. Get a hustle, Rob. Got to work on the hustle, and he's 100% right. I got to get my paper. hard to see. There you go. See? Clean pencils. I don't want to give Chuck reasons to yell at me. He's already got enough. It's like, what the fuck, Rob? What were you thinking when you did this? I'm like, I don't know, it looked right in the moment. Stanley says he needs 8 pages by Friday. Well, guess I better get to work. You know what's funny, or maybe not funny, but the character, you know, those of you who've been here for a while, you know the premise. The guy got his part cut off and the girls stole it, and that's what they're showing up for. But our hero, if you remember the pages I drew before, he was fighting the big wolf monster, the red coyote, and he chopped off that guy's dick, and now he's wearing it like a trophy around his neck. So he's going to have 2 for a minute. I'm telling you, I'm making a weird book here, guys. The ancient people's tribe of Dong Necklace Clan. I've been found out. Do you have to be wearing the member of the dead member to communicate with them in the afterlife? Is that how that works? Because I'm going to steal all this lore and put it right into my book.
Anytime's the perfect time for an honest and minor beginning.
Member berries, so to speak. Sick. Kevin, you should be a writer. Like, no joking. Ugh.
No matter what kind of teeth you got brushed, Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch. Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brusher hunts them, cleans them, and gets in between. It's time for a revolution in whitening with a toothpaste that gives you whiter teeth in one day. Remove even deep stains with Crest 3D White Teeth Stain Remover.
Thank you, Danny. I appreciate it as always, sir.
We believe in America. where family comes first and you forge the future with your own two hands. We respect Brian, celebrate freedom, and always stand ready to defend it. We are blessed to call this country.
What's for dinner? Shop Smith for appetizing ingredients and big savings, like $600 in digital coupons and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump.
Jaro, what's up? Yeah, you know it's serious when Predator's playing. Ginger Bear, what's up, dude? You gotta work overtime. Yeah. If I was allowed to work overtime at work, I don't know, I probably still wouldn't do it. That's not true, but I'm not allowed to work overtime at my job, so it's irrelevant, so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, that's crazy, man. They laid off half your team, but now there's not enough people, so they gotta give you overtime and hire temps. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a a plan that would work. That's rough. Corporate logic. Yeah, this is that character that you just added to that pinup you did for me, that girl that is based off that one chick from online. I kind of used some reference of her face for this one, a little bit, just as a guide. Yeah, she's a hot. Yeah, that is for sure. I believe the phrase is, she could get it. She wouldn't want it, but she could get it.
What's for dinner? Shop Smith for appetizing ingredients and big savings, like $600 in digital coupons and up to $1 off per gallon of supplies.
Right. Angels of the Renaissance, what's up? Doing some late night drawing too. Awesome. I'm not going to be able to keep going too much longer here. I gotta wrap up and go to bed. As always, that's bullshit. Just saw a comment on one of my videos about Sleepwalker. Somebody was getting all pissed off at me because I obviously don't know what I'm talking about based on what I was saying about the character, and so they're going to finish the video and tell me off. So I got to go see the mean comments from people. It's always fun. Yeah, it's on the Sleepwalker one. He's like, I'm 3 minutes in and already this motherfucker doesn't know what he's talking about. I'll keep watching. Continue, please. I'm like, alright. Don't take what I say too seriously when I'm just joking. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to make everyone happy. Just having a good time here. Hi says hi. Yeah, I must have pissed off the Sleepwalker fan base. Now, come on, that character didn't have like a long life. And I get it when I say, I try to make sure I mention, like, I get if you guys like it, you know, if you're a fan who loves it, like, I'm not trying to take that away from you, but Jesus. Wasn't that great to begin with. You watched Legend while finishing up that drawing? Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it again yet, but I want to really bad after our long conversations about it. Such a good movie. It's just rare to run into somebody who appreciates it on the same level and then knows all these little elements about it that most people don't even pay attention to or point out. You know, like you like all these things they did, the little glittery things floating in the air. It's just this magical thing. I'm like, yeah, definitely. It. Most people don't notice that. You watched the Brian Ferry video 3 times. Hey, when you love something and you're jiving to it, and you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna play it again and play it again and play it again. I get it, sir. I 100% get it. Is your love strong enough? Is Tim Curry still alive? Last I remember hearing, he was really, like, not doing well. Has he passed away yet, or is he still around? Yeah, he's still alive. He had a stroke or something. Yeah, like I said, last I saw, he was not in good shape. It's kind of a bummer, but in a way, it's like sometimes these actors, in a way, to me, it feels like they're locked in my mind in one way because of a movie that never ages, and then suddenly you see them and you're like, oh my God, I forgot. The movie that they're in that I absolutely love is 3 decades old, and they're an old man now, and they're not long for this world. And like, oh shit. Sometimes these movies just kind of lock him in our brain at this one way forever. It's a little bit of like a immortality in a way. Like I think Tim Curry, I'm like Clue and Legend. Sorry, I'm not a fan of the fucking whatever the weird cross-dressing movie he was in. I know a lot of people love it. I tried watching it once. I'm like, no, this is. I'm just not the audience for this one. Rocky Horror Picture Show, yeah, this is too weird for me. But people love it, and that's fine with me. Yeah, Congo. That's one of those movies I actually kind of like. It's not great. He was Mr. Homolka. Stop eating my sesame cakes. That's the scene that sticks out to me in that movie. Is what was his name? That actor that said that line that I just did. Delroy Lindo, I think. This man is a big piece of shit. So they start passing him money. He's like, more. Okay, we gotta be done. Did you read Godlike? I don't even know if I know what that is. Godlike? No idea. Haven't heard of that one. Oh, God.
Archie really has everything you need to make your home more comfortable. From cozy sofa to stylish bedroom sets, our wine collection helps you personalize your space one space or one room at a time. Celebrate Memorial Day with your home ideas.
What the fuck? Steven Yanis, what's up? My Image Zero review? Just wasn't what I wanted it to be. And I'm especially disappointed in McFarlane's contribution. That sack of shit. Someone pointed out to me that because stupid McFarlane had a character named Sweat, and he was right next to a character named Blood. So they pointed out that he should have just gone all the way and had another character named Tears, so he could have blood, sweat, and tears. I'm like, oh my god. It's so brilliant. I didn't think of that when I was reviewing it. Brilliant observation from that guy. Who makes a character named Sweat? And another character named Stank. Is your love strong enough? Got to be an Image Zero, but now you're gonna have to watch it again. Yep. Fuck. Hey, my video today got 1,000 views in a single day. For me, that's amazing. Yeah, blood, sweat, and tears coming from Todd Toys, summer '93. Yeah, for me, I consider a video successful if it gets like 500 views. And I've been pretty consistent, like 1,000 today, 786 yesterday, The Fighting Americans 1,800, Wolverine Origin 600, Death Made Black 750, my Peter David video almost 1,000, Pit number 15 almost 900, X-Force 19 almost 5, Wildcats Trilogy 615, the Cyberforce reboot got 1,400. The Invasion from DC got 2,000. I pissed off a lot of DC fans with that one because I said I don't like it. I don't just care for DC comics too much. And Youngblood by Thy Lord Liefeld, 5,300. Let's look at the stats on this video. 5,300 views. It's netted me 32 subscribers, and it's paid me almost 41 bucks. Hell yeah. It repaid me for the cost of the book twice, basically. Half of those 5K views are Liefeld rage watching. Yeah, I kind of doubt that. So fuck that kid. Fuck that guy. I know, I'm a piece of shit, I know. Alright, well, I'm gonna shut down. I gotta... God, it's 10:30. These evenings go by so fast. Bullshit. Alright, everybody. Well, thanks for checking it out. We'll probably be back on tomorrow. Probably. Oh yeah, Ginger Bear, I forgot to mention I was showing off your art earlier on the video. Showing off the squeezing heart and intestines that your guy was squishing around. It was awesome, man. Yeah, on this video. It was earlier before you showed up. Yeah. I was showing all the pinups that people did with dicks in them, so it's very important stuff. All right, but anyway, I'm out here, everybody.